right, Wednesday, February 21st. Unfortunately, we got a lot of wind on it, but it's been like this for pretty much latter part of January, all of February. It's just been frontal system after frontal system after frontal system. Now it's bluebird right after the front. We do have a warming trend, but the nights are still cold. Like this morning was still down in the 30s. It's warming up during the days, but then dropping down, so I don't think we're going to see a wave pushing up for probably until after this weekend, where it gets a little more stable. I've been catching fish, just haven't been making vids about it because it's just been a ton of dinks. And I got my treble caught on my plastic. And they're reattached. Okay. So I got a shaky head, my kind of my usual, but I did switch it up slightly. I got a half-ounce Berkeley War Pig on my one and only bait caster this morning. Of course, the drop shot, and it's because I'm gonna go jerk bait. I think with this wind, especially if I get it around somewhere I can make a good cast, and just let it kind of sit there in the strike zone for a little bit and then twitch. I am throwing it on an egg beater, and this is the Berkeley Stunna in the Igarashi or whatever it's called color. Absolutely love the Mega Bass 110 plus 2, 110 plus 1s. This is the smaller version because the plus 2 excuse me, on the Berkeley just doesn't act right, but the smaller version, the plus 1, and even the 110, they dart really well, and it's got a good transfer system with the weight. So I like it. I do throw it on a spinning rod only because, you know, I'm not sitting on the front of a deck off the water, and I can get that good downward motion with a bait caster. So it's more of an erratic side to side motion, and a lot of top pros do throw it secretly on a spinning reel. So that's what I'm used to. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing since I was like, you know, 6, 7, 8 years old with the little Rapala stick baits. So anyway, no time like the present. There are obviously some sharp hooks on this thing, and I already hooked my pants. So I'm gonna start with this thing. I don't know what is going on. I've kind of lost touch a little bit. I haven't fished in about a week. Got a little head cold, and it's just been rain. As you probably know if you were watching the Daytona 500, it's been just nasty cold. And so, yeah, I would imagine they're going to be just off the bank, looking to stage, and looking to forage, definitely pre-spawn. But one thing scary around here is the netting and the snags. So I don't want to lose a, you know, a $15 bait, so I'm going to keep it kind of deep and then just work the edges with, you know, plastics. All right, here we go. This thing cast a country mile. I could have got it on that bank over there if I wanted to. Just gonna go twitch, pause. Watch your line. You see that little pop. You can reel down on them and kind of pull into them. It's not really a giant hook set. You kind of just want to lean into them a little bit. In the real cold months, I mean, you can let it pause for 30 seconds, just let it sit in there. This method is deadly across the country, but man, I got onto a jerkbait bite on Clear Lake. That was insane. And on the small ponds there too, where everybody else was struggling, I was just whacking 2s and 3s with the jerkbait. Sometimes I'll just go and slurp it in and you won't know until it's just heavy on the other end. I'm getting close to shore, so I'm going to keep my rod tip high so I don't snag it. You can see that darting motion is just phenomenal. Get down a little bit deeper out there. Alright, gonna work this a little bit. Maybe get in some wind line too, which jerk baits, spinner baits, stuff like that really work well. I'm seeing that it's a little more calm over here, a little more protected. Might be the drop shot or the shaky head. See what happens. Very worthy. I don't know what it is yet, but it's definitely worthy. I think it might be a bowfin. I hope it's not. Come here with me, swimming with me fast. Oh, it's a bowfin. It's way too long to be a bass. Yeah, stupid bowfin. Just don't break me off, dude. I was just saying, it looks so fishy over here. Just get it out. It's got another run in him, so I'm not bringing him up yet. Well, if I land this thing, it's a dead one, because that's all we need is a freaking another bowfin in here. Ah, stupid thing. Oh, don't break me off, don't break me off, don't break me off, don't break me off, don't break me off. Slime ball. Okay, threw them on my freaking rods. Alright, going off. It's a big one. Looks like it's filled with eggs too, so say goodbye. Your coyote food, stupid thing. Alright, back over here at the dirty ponds. See what happens. Actually, the water clarity has drastically improved over here. Just starting off with the lipless. Caught quite a few bass over here on a crank. Just kind of ripping it past their faces if they're there. They definitely use more of their lateral lines over here. But I've had this house for over 2 years. Haven't lived in it that long, but I've had it just visiting and what have you, and this pond is always chocolate milk. So it's not like the bass, you know, have lived in clear water and then all of a sudden they're thrown in, you know, space, so to speak. They've well adjusted by now. Oh yeah, baby, right there. Oh, that's a good one too. Look at this. Look at that one. Look at that one. Stay pegged, stay pegged. Just kind of thumbing it. Oh, it wanted it. It's not getting away. There we go. It definitely wanted it. Look at the size of that chunk. That's a 4-pounder all day. Look at it, just gone. I'll take it. Thank you. Especially with the camera on. So that thing was right here on the bank and just engulfed it. I'm gonna go like 315, 4.2, somewhere around there. I'm trying to get my eyes adjusted to these Florida strains, but just healthy, kind of washed out, but good looking fish. I'm gonna weigh it, get it back out. All right, she's got a little bleeding going on, but she's fine. I just barely hicked her gills. She'll take off here in a second. She was 310. And there she goes. Yeah, just superficial wound right down there on her first little gill. The Berkeley Fusion just nicked it slightly. It wasn't gushing blood or anything. It just made her kind of bleed like if you prick your skin. So she's good, she's back, she's healthy, she's swimming, and she will spawn. So super thankful for that, especially since it was all in film. 310, no lipless. I'll take it. Let's see what else we got.